see. I'm not going to be able to see the. I don't think I'm going to be able to see the Instagram messages, right? See a bunch of you jumping on.
They'll be right here.
Welcome, welcome. Not Instagram though, really? Is that Instagram?
This is Instagram.
Oh, good.
And then this will be the other ones. You just probably won't be able to see yourself too well.
Oh, that's good. It's perfect. Looks great. Oh yeah, we shipped out some of our equipment to Nsika, so we're trying to make do here again as usual. But hello, Montana. Well, yeah, hopefully have a little fun little dinnerware thing, dinnerware little project I'm making here. I'm constantly making stuff and then I never complete them. Anybody have that problem? But making some new dinnerware for home, and so I thought these one plates I really enjoyed them. So I am going to just talk about that today. But we are in the last couple hours here, seems like, for Nsika Prep, and yeah, so hopefully you'll see a lot of you next week, and some fun. I did a fun video shoot with Mud Tools. Some of you may have seen. We're launching something with them at Nsika. So excited about that, and excited to and honored to be part of Mud Tools' little blip in history here. So so excited about that. But yeah, and I have there's so many texture things out there, and for some reason I've become in love with this one, and it's because I love things that are roller, and it's got this nice angle. But they made these like in the 90s, and there's only a few places that I know that have them. One is Clay Planet, and as we get into it, I'll send you a link. But there's Clay Planet. And it's not that expensive for a whole little set. So, yeah, and I don't know how many they have in stock, but yeah. And then also Marjan in Phoenix also has them, but they don't really have an online store that I know of. You'll have to call them and order them from them. So call up Marjan and tell them Jeff sent you. Wanted a little Art Deco. Oh, there we got the little link in Instagram and Facebook that's for the Clay Planet one. So yeah, send them their love from Jeff. So yeah. Hello, Argentina. I'm not sure, some Casa Ceramica. Not sure where is that. That might be Swedish, Finnish. I'm not sure where you are located in the world, but let us know. I'm not. I think it means hi from a place that I've never heard of. Gavel. But yeah, and yeah. So check out Clay Planet, Marjan. Tell me you want a Deco roller, and if you want the specific pattern, it's set A. There's some other ones too, and it's kind of nice because they have this interchangeable texture on there, so you can switch it out, and that's kind of a nice little system here. But yeah, they're hard to find these days, and they kind of probably aren't as popular as they used to be. What did I just do to just mess it up? Oh, Jeff, here we go. Anyway, it kind of slips down in there. Oh, I remember now. Whoops. Where's that shirt for Jeff? Whoops. You're supposed to take this little piece out, and that really helps to kind of, then once it's in there, then they stay locked in there nicely. All right, Deco roller. Call them up. Let them know that Jeff loves them. And so, anyway, so I'm going to use rim templates, poppy rim templates, slingshot from my buddy Link from Dirty Girls in Kentucky Mudworks, her slingshot, If you're at Sika, you'll be able to get one of those. But we're gonna start by just compressing the slab, prepping. I rolled out some slabs here. I got 4 of them, and yeah, good fun. Oh, I'll show you this little thing I did. I added a little Kemper. Kemper makes these little, and I just needed to find whatever. I don't actually have a pin tool, so a pin tool would probably work pretty good, a short pin tool. But I stuck in this piece for the end here, and what I did was I ran this along the edge to kind of create this line. This one I actually tried this little kind of Kemper cutting tool, but it was a little not the best. I think the other ones turned out a little better. So it helped to make this line along the outside edge just by using I converted my Sioux tool into a new tool. So yeah. So sorry, it's a little sidetrack. Did I miss any questions? I think we're good so far. Mm-hmm. Let's see. What other things can I tell you? If you're feeling left out, or if you're you don't really want to go to this big massive conference like in Sika, there are 2 really nice conferences coming up. That one in April and one in May, and I would highly suggest that. The first one is in Worcester, Ohio, which is a quaint little town, and there's a hotel that it's listed with the conference. That's a short little walk distance to the little school where it's being held, and it's the Functional Ceramics Workshop. Maybe Jenny can find that link and post that up there. But it is really nice. Katie Miller is going to be there this year, and oh no, now I'm blanking on their names. Kerry and his wife, that are kind of local to the area. They are kind of traditional potters. They live in the countryside of in Worcester there, and so it's going to be a really nice conference. The 3 of them. Carrie's wife is really good at decorating and other stuff, so there's going to be some fun information in that conference. And it's, I think, April 10, maybe, in that range. It's like a 2-day Friday, Saturday conference. Thursday night is the opening. So Friday, Saturday. That's a great one. It's in Ohio, and highly recommend going to that. And then in May, there's going to be one in Michigan. So called Michigan Mud. It's in Kalamazoo, about an hour south of us. And that's another really going to be a really nice one, really nice opportunity at Western Michigan University. And there's some really nice presenters with a variety of different presentations. So, but it's an amazing facility at Western. I just toured it yesterday. So sign up for that. Look up for that under mishclay.com to check out that one as well. So if you want a little kind of 200 to 300 people conference, especially the Worcester one, it's really quaint little, if you like shopping for antiques in between pottery demos and having nice little meals and breakfast in the little city. It's a fabulous conference, so check that out. So yeah, the Mish Clay one. But yeah, Christine Riley says Sika was amazing. Was an amazing place, amazing conference. So yeah. All right. So let's get to this here. What I'm going to do, I hope I have a measurement right here. I have creating a little, I'm going to make a little line to know where to put my texture. I'm kind of using the round dinner set, the slims, and I really think these are really nice for formal dinnerware. And so what I did was I made a line of where I want to put the texture at. can see that on Instagram very well, but get the idea. And now as the wheel turns, my little roller turns. And it creates this kind of lovely pattern, which I'll show Instagram first. It's just a simple little pattern, like a leaf pattern. And now YouTube and Facebook, you can see the pattern. It's really simple. But then if it spins around and around and around, it creates this kind of this lovely pattern for the glaze to kind of set into. So I'm quite excited about that. I'm going to release my clay a little bit here. Now I'm going to take my form and I'm going to put it in here. Oh, it must have been a little bit off with my measurements, and this one plate's going to be a little off. I'm going to readjust my diameter. And I can just test this by, it's pretty good. Kind of eyeballing the distance here. Yeah, right there, it's a little outside. There we go. And I'm going to put this 9.5 inch poppy on here. And I am going to add in my key. And then I can take my, I feel a little bit of a groove on there from the last one I made. We got a little bucket of here, down below here for with clay scraps. So I'm just going to smooth that line off so it doesn't create a line in my plate. Lift it off and do the flip. Add it back onto the wheel. So I'm using the wheel attachment system, the WA2 system, and I'm using the template set, which is 9.5 and 12.5. So most of the distributors have those available, or you can just get them directly from us. But bye, Christine. Next time. And trying to keep everybody straight. Now I'm just remembering. It took me a minute, but Christine from England, I think, right? And then third, then I'm going to use my rib. I think it's really critical to use a rib in the final step. See if you're following the top-down camera, there's just a little bit of a wiggle, and that is from just moving the things around here. You can see there's a little bit of play, and then a little bit of play. I think it's pretty well locked in with the clay now, but so you have to be okay with. There's always these variables, right? It's never perfect, and so I think especially us as potters, we have to be okay and adjust to those things. We kind of have to with the firing process that we all have to endure, right? That there's still this other chance of I don't even know what I'm talking about. Deal with. Oh, hi, Angie's Pottery Design. Yeah, it was great to meet you at North Carolina Clay Conference. That was a good conference, wasn't it? 3 really nice presenters. Worcester, the Functional Ceramics Workshop is really similar in size and the group and all that good stuff. Alright, so now, before I add the foot, I'm just going to add on my little texture again here. So if you want plates like Jeff, you gotta have, you gotta get one of these Deco texture rollers. There we go. Oh, I like this. I like how the pattern creates. So I have it on the front and the back of the plate, and the Watu system helps to kind of make that all happen. Been using oh, you should definitely go to Worcester. And you would really love the presenters this year. Yeah, and Katie, you see Katie again. Yeah, it's going to be a really nice conference. Garden House Pottery. Not going to make it out to Utah this year, huh? I wish. You're probably so busy making stuff. Now I'm just going to put this strip of clay right on the bottom here. There's a couple other nice, like, there's like a little, like, boutique hotel in Worcester, and also bunch of different bed and breakfast spots. Oh, it's just a nice little town. If you need to get away for a weekend, it is ideal. I keep saying, well, I probably better not go next year. And then I go and I go and I go. Although I'm not going to be able to be there this year. It's going to be the first one I've missed in a while, but I'm going to be in California for spring break with Gretchen and the kids, and we're going to visit Gretchen's brother. They just moved there in June, so I already have visited them there, but Gretchen and the kids have not yet. So we're going to be in California, and then I leave from California for China. So yeah, busy times here. So I'm just going to trim up my foot here. Oh, this foot turned out pretty good. I like how the foot turned it out there. You can kind of see it on here. I'm kind of trying to put an angle on the edge to match the outside angle. Make it all kind of match. So now I have this the rim template underneath there. If you want to switch to that front camera there, Delaney. Second. So you can see I have all these parts under here. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my Kentucky Mudwork slingshot, my favorite. This is the. If you're into fancy pottery tools, this is one of them. One of the my top 10 fancy tools list. It's got this nice brass wire on there and brass parts. Nice handle that makes it nice and ergonomic. So it really has a nice flow and movement to it. I bet you Clay Planet has those too. You can get a slingshot while you're getting a Deco texture kit. And there we go. Now I'm going to take my sponge here and clean it up a little bit. You know, with these rim templates, you really can use all different size forms. But I noticed with this one, it's got quite of a large. I like to have about 1 3/4 inch lip about, but that sometimes makes it kind of difficult to release from the template in this next part here. So now I can remove the key, move some distracting stuff out of the way here so you can see better on the camera, and then I'm going to push gently Oh yeah, Andy was going to remind me of an egg platter. I don't know, I'll have to dig that up, right? And so now I remove the template and set that off to the side. So I can return my key back into the location. We'll look for that egg. It's an oldie. Let's see if we can find it for you. And then we put this back on like so. Now I want to just push on this outside edge along this rim. And while I'm doing that, I'm going to just kind of clean up that texture. Actually, I might even just use my sponge here. My finger was kind of making marks. But you don't want to squish down, because what we're doing is creating this nice natural angle from where the bottom of that form is to the outside in this 1 3/4 inch lip, right? So there we go. And I have this little, just a little rubber stamp that I had made that I'm just pressing on the inside here to make this kind of 10-year anniversary plate set here. There we go. Oop. You're good, you're good. I think that's good. So let's make another one here. Any other? I need to do a video here shortly about some of you have been getting the bowl bundles or the loaf pans and can't get the dowels out. I would highly recommend just finding another dowel or something that's kind of blunt that you can just pound down onto the dowel, and that will help you to kind of get them separated. I wouldn't try to like pry them apart too much because you'll get a lot of you might damage the forms quite easily. Oh, hi Tanya. Oh, hello to you. Hopefully it's I saw some pictures from Bavaria yesterday, Uppicher, from my friends there, and looks like the weather was nice and sunny. Hope it is there today too. Oh, Christina, hey, I started the party without you. No. Yes, rim templates. Barbara, yeah. It is just a nice way to confine how we're making things, right? I'm going to see if I have enough room on this one here. Ooh, it's going to be close. Normally I'll just put another extra chunk of clay in there, but you know, for today we're just going to go for it. I am going to, yeah, there we go. I'm going to adjust my template here just a little. So now what I'm going to do is I can start to make a little circle. If you make a ring, you're not quite in the center. I'm kind of eyeballing too the width of the texture, but it kind of gives you that idea. You can clean it up if we've got a little bit sparse on the outside there, or soften up this line that was created when I made the mark. All kinds of options. Seems pretty similar to where it was before. Will the GR forms work with the new setup? Not necessarily sure what you're talking about with the new setup. Oh yeah, even Jenny already said the same thing. It's funny. Oh, say hi. Definitely say hi to my good buddies over at Ceramic Craft. Definitely. I saw that were they at a I saw on the social media stuff they were at like I couldn't tell because it was all in German if it was one of their locations or if it was like a festival or something that was happening, a workshop. Might have been a workshop somewhere, right? Yeah. Are you referring, Tracy? Are you referring to the WA 1 versus WA 2? And if that is the case, yes, definitely. This will fit into the old system. It'll create a little gap, but you can add some little clay if you want to keep it locked. But it doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't. It won't affect it at all. So. Oh yeah, Tony. Yes. Okay. Good. Yes. Yeah. Say hi to Christine if she's a social media person, I think, right? So I'm hoping I'm going to come back in November. I love to be in Germany, and I love to be with the Crafts. So they're such a great family and a good staff. So maybe I'll see you in November. Yeah, okay, yeah, Tracy, even Jenny put up I love the new look. And that's not much different. It's talking about this part here. It just has a straight, and I actually prefer the old. I guess cleaned up the different forms here, so I don't think I even have one here. I probably do, but it's buried. But yeah. Oh, Kitty says, how can you watch the tutorial from, there should be a, we can send that to you, but you should be able to go into the video section of Facebook. If you go into our site, then it should list all the videos that we've done, and it should be by date or by description, and that should be available on there. But if you're having problems, the best is to, some of those things is, I guess you can Facebook message us, but the best is to email us, and Jenny will take care of you. Oh yeah, Christina, right? Yeah, because we are putting all the clay on the outside here, so it doesn't even really matter what the what that thing is. Once you get everything attached, it all fits in there. It doesn't really affect the use. One thing that I like to point out though is that I like to cut the clay at the end. A lot of times people like to pre-cut the slabs. Trish. I know, Trish. I couldn't think of. I can't. I've been trying to think of your name. My brain these days with names. Trish from Garden House. Oh, she's a good person. But I couldn't think of her name. But now I did. Now it came. Took a minute. That was so nice being with. Getting a tour with Trish in Cincinnati. Took me around, and Agnes and Mark. I think it was just us. I don't think Matt was there, or Gretchen wasn't there yet, but it's funny that see how it was close. That one gap probably made the video kind of funky. Alright. I'm just going to put this along the edge of my plate here. Connect those together. And now I'll use my kind of damp sponge. I roll a slab first, then look for the form that fits the slab. Oh yeah, nice, yeah. It's nice when you have a nice collection of forms that you can. And actually, now that you say that, I was hoping to do 2 large ones and 2 small ones, but I got 1 large one and 3 small ones, so. Because my clay didn't fit the forms that I had. Yes! Yeah, you don't want to keep rolling out new slabs, that's for sure. Yeah, and hopefully I'll see Christina here in a couple of weeks. I'm not gonna make any promises since my family is along. I get the eye roll when I do pottery things, but you know. Woo! I don't know if you can see the detail of this roller, but I really like the I don't know if it's going to adjust well enough. Oh, that's pretty good. It creates these little kind of, just a nice variety of, looks like leaves. I belong in GR, probably from jail. Oh, yes. That's a good point. Maybe you can start selling to the jails. They need some something to do during the day. Keep them occupied, like me, out of trouble. So now, yeah. Sorry, I got a lot of things on my mind today. So nice. That's the thing with making stuff in clay, right? Is you kind of get lost in the process. If you, especially with making the same plate size over and over again, it's easy to kind of escape. Maybe we got a truck coming in here too, sounds like. Little baby's going out into the world. There we go. Yeah, so the pattern kind of works well with the edge of the forms. I don't know, we'll see how this goes down the road here, but thanks, Teresa. Therese? Oh, you have the roller, not the handle. Ooh, yeah, you can just get the handle too. I had made these little chunks of slab thickness boards so that I could put them into my slab roller, so I would know I would consistently have the same thickness every time. So, in the future, that could be a new GR Pottery Forms product coming out. Just don't you need another thing, right? I know. I'm sorry. There's just so much, so many options, right? And I want to make it kind of fancy so you can, won't just be a stick. It'll be have lots of other functions too. So we'll see. Back underneath there. It's nice that the it has that little cap screw on there, so I can push against there. And now that worked out pretty good last time. I'm just going to take my sponge here. Push on the inside here. One thing I like to do, and I don't know if I did it that well with the first one that I just made, but what I like to do is just push in a little bit. This really kind of helps to kind of, with the movement of that edge. So if you just push in just a little bit, it kind of helps kind of confine and deal with those edges. Probably hear the pallets in the background. Oh, Therese, good question. I leave these on the form like for 4 to 6 hours until it's leather hard, and then I can release those off. These other ones have been, I made these let's see, Tuesday maybe, so they've been sitting around for a while. So yeah, I don't take them off the form until they're a nice kind of firm leather hard. I know some people remove things before, but for me, that's my belief in the use of the form to support it through that whole kind of drying process. Oh, now we gotta change our measurement on our. And I just do the size of the form for this measurement. So I'm kind of using, I'm not telling, I'm using some custom size forms that were around here for these particular ones, but I would really highly recommend using the 7 and 10 slim. So this should be a 10-inch mark. But I wanted the lip just to be a little bit wider, so I'm using a little thinner one. I don't have, Christina, good question. I don't have these for sale. And you're close. Well, not that close, sorry. I know Clay Planet has them. And also Marjan and Phoenix have these rollers. And they're old. They're old roller set, and I think it's like the ones at Clay Planet I saw were $14 for. You get like 5 different patterns and then the roller. If Clay Planet sells out of them, they probably don't have that many supply. You can call Marjan. I know when I was there in January, they had or February, I guess, they had some on their shelf. So call them and tell them I told you to call them and that you have them. That Marjan has them. They would love for you to own them, I think, because they've been around for a while. So they might even discount it a little bit. But there's so many things and so many options, but I really like how this one, I think it's because of this angle of the tool, that it will then ride really nicely. And then also just the pattern, just the different options of patterns that it has. It's pretty good. So now I'm going to use the 12.5-inch template. BC, all right, my buddy Brian in the house. I hope your picks are going good. Brian's a family friend that I grew up with in high school, mainly. My high school buddy. So we ran for a good couple of years. So good and glad you came. So, yep. Alright, so this one's a little bit larger, so I want to make sure I'm kind of pushing that clay towards the form. Now I'm going to kind of set it in place. Now I'm going to make sure everything's kind of stuck and centered. And then I'll use my rib. Oh, yeah, see, Myra. Oh, yeah. I was thinking it would be fun just to, for those that want them to make Marjan's phone ring off the hook. I was almost going to get him when I was there, but it's all good, Ira. We'll just let people find them. I do have a few random tools that I'm bringing to Nsika. There's only like 2 of each, so if you want to, if you get there early Wednesday, they might have a couple. Make sure you track me down. I'm doing a demo. I'm doing demos at 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. each day, except for Friday. I'm only doing the morning one because it gets so hectic in the afternoon. Last minute things I gotta take care of, beat people before it's too late. So yeah. Oh yes, okay, yeah. I didn't really read your question, but see, Crystal knew what question to ask. I didn't even read your question. You answered your question without even thinking about it. And that doesn't include the. We're gonna have a small amount of the new tool from Mud Tools, but they're gonna have like a lot of them, so you could get them from us or them. Doesn't really matter. But I only have a few, so we'll probably run out. Then they'll have a lot. But another recommendation if you're going to Nsika, I would definitely bring some cash. Sometimes you get a little better price, not necessarily from, not saying we're going to do that this go around, but I know some of the other, we were talking with one today, I think it'll be helpful to have cash in case the credit card machine isn't working or other fun factors. It's always obstacles in when you're at these conferences, so it's really nice just to have a quick exchange. So yes, Christina, you must have missed the very beginning. Sorry, yeah, that's right, you were a little bit late. You came a long way since the turtle. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, dinner plates with turtles on them. I know, that's old Pat Gavin, he's retiring. I should send him some turtle plates. Yeah, it was fun. Mud Tools was here on the Harley, the media marketing director for Mud Tools, is here capturing some footage. So I'm sure you'll start to see that being released. But the launch is really going to happen at Sika on Wednesday next week. So you guess you might be able to figure it out between now and then, but you won't be able to buy them until next week. And Mud Tools, as some of you may know or not know, they went through the storm, the floods from the hurricane back in September, and they're still recovering. So they're going to have a good amount of tools. But yeah, so excited to be. It's a real honor. I always used to say still that when I grew up I wanted to be like Michael Sherrill, the founder of Mud Tools. So it's quite the honor to be collaborating on a tool with him. I'm going to add a centerpiece to this one. Get a little too aggressive. So I don't use slip and scoring. Just another thing. So I'm just going to put the knob in here, and I'm just going to kind of flatten it out a little bit, just to make sure it's not making the center part stick up. But I don't know, Brian, I don't know if I agree with you, because that turtle is a masterpiece. That's like the highest value piece I have. He's referring to a sculpture that I made. Alabaster. I was doing an internship in Florida for golf when I was in golf, and I was starting to get into clay and sculpture world, and I looked up back in the days when there was the paper. Used the newspaper to find different things, and there was a job posting for a shipping person for this stone sculpture studio, of all places. And it was in near Palm Beach. It was somebody that Marcia Montoya. So it was Montoya Stone Supply, and I worked there for 3 or 4 months, shipping stones all over the world. So that was my first kind of introduction to the shipping world, and yeah, it was a good paid-for education that I paid for, that I got paid to learn, right? So yes, but then I got to see all the stones, and there's sometimes one that just talks to you, and I was like, I need this one, so spent all my money on buying racks. And this is where Montoya's is where I got this tool that I love to this day. Not this particular one, but this style. The Marcia Montoya. I don't know if it even exists anymore. I don't think it does. It might though, because there's not really any. They didn't have a lot of competition in the world. They had a clay studio and stone supply stuff, so. So I'm going to trim this off here. There we go. So it's nice using these templates, and I think we might even eliminate the iris one, but it's nice to have a kind of traditional shape that you can repeat over and over again. Let's see. Yeah. Oh, we got some stuff from. Oh yes, we got the box of goods, huh? Yep. Well, all right, everybody. This is kind of the end here of my little talk here. So, last chance. If you have any questions, definitely. Doesn't have to be about rim templates or Watu systems. It can be about anything. I can't tell you what the lottery numbers are, what stocks to purchase or sell, but pottery related questions for sure. What do I need to make a cereal bowl? Well, that is a good question. The only really option we have for a cereal bowl is if you get the round stack. It comes with a 5, 6.5, and 8. That would be an ideal scenario. What happened to my other? Oh, here it is. I had enough. Oh, you're welcome. Thanks for being here, and probably will maybe in 2 weeks we'll be back talking about NCECA. Maybe have some new tools from NCECA to talk about, and yeah. So for those that are going to be there, looking forward to definitely come and say hi, introduce yourself, because my brain is the most part is I can remember most of your names, but oh, it's been bad. So say hi, introduce yourself. Otherwise, yeah, you might get a blank stare. So, but anyway, power's gonna go dead on the phone here anyway, so it must be time. I know, Instagram, did we lose you? I will, Brian. Thank you. Same to Noah. Hope you guys are doing well. I'll talk again one of these days. Oh yeah, yep. Instagram shut off. Oh no.
It's alright.
Alright, everybody. Thanks for being here again, and yeah, I look forward to seeing you on the path. Take care.